This is a meeting of the Consolidated Commission on Utilities. It's a meeting to address resolutions from GPA and GWA. We're going to start with GWA tonight. No other reports like manager's report or finance report? No, I'm very sure. Very sure. No,
You don't want to rescind your raise.
Okay, so.
You're ahead.
So,
Chairman, I apologize. I need to leave on a personal matter. Can we vote on to lower the LEAC, and then I'll leave the rest of it to my colleague?
sure. Is John B. around?
We don't need him.
we don't need him.
What's the resolution?
Here it is, here it is. Right here. You're going to do it, I'll second your motion.
Okay. Mr. Chairman, I move to approve resolution. Resolution GPA 2024-09 relative to authorizing the management of GPA to petition the PUC for the levelized energy adjustment clause for the periods of February 1, 2025 through July 31st, 2029.
And for clarifications, that's FY 2024-03.
Yes, that's the motion, Mr. Chairman. It's a motion to lower the LEAC, I believe, to somewhere around 20 cents. The actual number is in the resolution that I moved to approve.
2020, excuse me, real quick. It's not 2024?
It's 2025 because we're in fiscal year 2025.
Yeah, okay, so
what's the correct
it was typed incorrectly. It's FY 2025-03.
Okay. Mr. Chair, I move to amend my motion, I apologize, to approve GPA Resolution 2025-03 relative to lowering the LEAC for the periods of February 1, 2025 through July 31, 2025, as
Second.
promised.
Second? Okay. Any further discussion? No? Good. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carries unanimous with all 5 votes.
Thank
Okay.
Have a great Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
We'll gather soon. Yep.
Okay, Miguel, back to you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. On GWA's agenda, we'll start with
Okay.
08. Have the
Thanks, sir. We'll talk already.
08 FY 2025, and this is seeking additional funding for the Hagåtña main sewage pump station redundant force main and rehabilitation project. Board will recall during the work session we discussed how the last time we came before the board for change order on this project, we had added the assessment of the pump station as a requirement of the consent decree, partial consent decree, and there was an allowance for the design work, which would take the design to 60%. After the assessment was completed, the full scope of the design was identified, and that resulted in an updated proposal for completion of the design work, which is covered by change order 2, and we are seeking that amount for which was above the authorized contracts amount so far. So that would be $245,000 of additional costs, along with 10% contingency on the total contract amount. That would be another $187,000. So bringing the total authorized amount to $2.064 million, and this would be funded by US EPA grants.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we accept GWA Resolution 8-FY 2025.
Second?
Second? We've already discussed this. Any further discussion? No? Ready for the vote?
Yep.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. It's 4 aye votes with 1 excused member. Okay, what's next?
Next is Resolution 09, FY 2025. This is also for approval of the construction management and project management service contract. This is for the Atacao Water and Sewer Infrastructure Project. As the board will recall, we are expanding the wastewater collection system in this area in order to protect several high-value production wells in the area, and also improving the water system in this area. The design cost for this, sorry, not design, project management and construction management cost for this project was negotiated at 2.147 million. There were 4 respondents to the RFP, and most qualified offerer with whom we negotiated the contract was GHD for this project. It will it's expected to last over 800 calendar days during the construction period of this project, and the funding source will be ARPA grant funds that were awarded by the government to complete this project.
Is there a motion?
Yeah, motion to approve resolution 09-FY 2025.
Second, any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries with 4 aye votes and 1 excuse.
Next is Resolution 10, FY 2025, and this is also for the Atacama project, but this is the construction services. There were 2 bidders when this was put out to bid. The original bid, the low bidder was Corando Corporation, and upon discussions with Corando, they withdrew their bid after ascertaining that their bid for significant part of the work was extremely under budget, or they had underestimated it. And so the bid went to the second lowest bidder on that with a bid amount of 6.2 million. We are seeking a 25% contingency of 1.2 million to bring the total to 7.459 million. This will be funded from a combination of ARPA grants and US EPA grant funds. And the project is expected to be completed in 805 calendar days.
Mr. Chair, motion to approve resolution 10-FY 2025.
Second. Any further discussion here?
Just one question.
Sure, go ahead.
TM on the first resolution is who?
GHD.
GHD.
And then who's the construction?
It's going to be, I'm sorry, I didn't mention that. That was, it will be,
Corando?
Corando withdrew.
Sorry. Okay.
Infratech International.
Infratech. Yeah.
Okay, that's understood, thank you.
On the picture there on the map, they didn't turn left to come down Route 15, huh?
No,
Not yet.
not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet. Maybe someday.
That's up to Google.
A little bit at a time. Okay. You eat the elephant one bite at a time. All right. Okay, there's a motion on the floor. Duly seconded, right?
Vote, we need to vote. Yeah, I second.
Okay. All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries with 4 aye votes and 1 excuse. Okay.
Next, Mr. Chair, is Resolution 11-FY 2025, and this is seeking approval for awarding a indefinite quantity contract to JMI Edison for submersible pumps, motors, cables, and splicing gels. This is for GWA Deep Wells Island-wide. The commissioners will recall we had 2 resolutions on the, in the work session, and we're in the middle of resolving a protest on this procurement, which has occurred. We have resolved the protest, and so as a result of that resolution, this matter before you right now will cover one of the 2 contracts that we were planning to issue. The other one we've withdrawn because it will not exceed the procurement authority of the GM. Okay. So for this project, the base contract of a 3-year term, we estimate for all of the motors, pumps, cables, and gels that are required for that 3-year base term, an amount of 2.965 million. We also have the option to execute 2 one-year options, and based on the estimated quantities, that would add an additional 1.977 million. to the total contract amount, seeking, of course, the standard 10% contingency. The total authorized amount for the 5-year term would come to $5.437 million. And we are seeking your approval on this using revenue to fund these purchases.
Okay. Is there a motion?
Yeah, I'll do it. Motion to approve resolution 11-FY 2025.
Okay, question?
Yeah, just regarding the modification. So the portion of the award that did not require CCU approval was just eliminated from the resolution?
It would have gone to another bidder on the contract.
Right.
And the total amount over the life of the contract, even with the 1-year, 2-year extensions, would be less than $1 million. So it did not require.
Okay. And that was the award to Frontier, right? There was
Correct.
two different awards. They both bid on it.
Right.
You awarded the most responsive bidder. Okay.
Right.
Lowest price. Okay.
Okay, there's a motion, second?
Alright, second.
Yeah. Is there further discussion? None? All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries with 4 aye votes and 1 excused.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Next is Resolution 13 FY 2025. This is for a separate contract for wastewater treatment chemicals. GWA is seeking approval to ratify a over expenditure in the amount of $19,000 in the existing contract with JMI Edison. We are in the process of finalizing a new procurement to replace this contract. However, the procurement involves some field testing in order for us to optimize the amount of chemicals we need, minimize the amount of purchases, and improve our efficiency. So that contract is not yet awarded. We are still in the middle of that procurement. So in anticipation of requiring additional chemicals, we are also seeking an additional funding authorization of $400,000, which we anticipate will carry us over the next quarter. If we execute the contract before then, we may not use all of that $400,000, but we're seeking that amount in this resolution. So the total amount we are seeking would be $419,000. And this, again, would be revenue funded for wastewater treatment chemicals.
Yeah, motion to approve resolution 13-FY 2025.
Okay, second? Is there a second? Second. Second, Commissioner Martinez. Any further discussion? No? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries with 4 aye votes and 1 excused.
Last, Mr. Chairman, is Resolution 14 FY 2025. And this is seeking the Commission's congratulations on retirement of the Chairman and recognizing his excellent record of service to the public and to the utilities.
Motion to approve resolution 14-FY 2025. And no second.
No second? Second.
All in favor?
No.
And
I like Abraham Lincoln.
this is a
Free to
dual
say-
resolution though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And resolution FY 2025-05.
Okay.
I'm sorry, one point to note, this is a joint resolution, and I was, considering the discussion that's happened at the beginning of the meeting, I was trying to get Mr. Beneventi to come up, seeing as that would have been a good segue into this joint resolution with all commissioners present, and we just didn't make that happen. But I would afford Mr. Beneventi the opportunity to make any remarks he wants.
He wants to do a GM.
So we need a second. We need a second.
No. Wait, time out. We need a second on the motion.
Second.
Okay,
Now discussion.
now discussion.
Yes, certainly on behalf of what,
Okay, that's fine. Well, we all want to be in it. Okay, so you figure out the logistics.
Okay,
certainly, Mr. Chairman, on behalf
Maybe
of,
the oldest, but yeah, I'm now Simon is the senior. Yeah, again.
okay.
Go ahead.
certainly, first of all, we, GPA also co-sponsored this resolution, and on behalf of One Power Authority and its employees, we'd like to thank you for your years of service. I personally would like to thank you, knowing you all the way back from the
school?
PUC days. And we didn't always agree, which, but certainly we come a long way back from your 1984. I became GM in 87.
Right.
And we had load shedding.
Yeah.
I mean, I could
was in
go
the
on and
PUC.
on and on, but Miguel did a very, very good resolution, which really stuck to the point and just say, si Diyos mausit from all of us. No?
Thank you very much to both GPA and GWA. You guys have come a long way, both of you, and I'm very proud. Everywhere I go, I say, no, I stand up for GPA and GWA. And thank you for the people that you serve. Okay,
Before you go for the vote, can we have somebody read out the resolution? I think
Yes.
the public needs to.
okay.
You are.
Go ahead, GM Medallion, please.
Yeah, I did, but Michael, you do the honor. You made the motion.
Okay.
Come on, Michael.
Okay, how long is this thing?
Wait, gentlemen. We always stand when we do a resolution, Michael.
No, we don't have to stand. We don't stand.
All right.
We stand and we present to you a resolution.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
gosh.
relative to congratulating Consolidated Commission on Utilities Chairman Joseph Joey T. Duenas on his retirement and recognizing his record of service to Guam's public water and power utilities. Whereas under 12 GCA 8104-14105, the Consolidated Commission on Utilities has plenary authority over financial, contractual, and policy matters relative to the Guam Power Authority and the Guam Water Works Authority. And whereas GPA and GWA are Guam public corporations established under the existing laws of Guam, mandated to provide critical power, water, and wastewater services. Whereas the retirement of Joey Duenas after 4 consecutive elected terms to the CCU represents 25 years in total service to Guam's public water and power utilities. 16 years between 2009 to 2024 on the elected CCU and 9 previous years, 1985 to 1994, on Guam Public Utilities Commission, the PUC. Whereas, as a former appointed PUC commissioner and presiding chairman representing the business sector, Joey had assisted in establishing and developing regulatory practices, protocols, and rules and regulations to govern the PUC in carrying out its supervisory duties and issuing fair and just rate-making decisions concerning the Guam Power Authority, the Guam Water Works Authority, and other regulated entities. And whereas Joey has fortuitously and faithfully served the elected CCU, first as treasurer, secretary, and then as chairman since 2015. Regularly attending meetings of the CCU and diligently applied his extensive experience as a civic leader, businessman, government official in guiding GPWA in their respective PUC petitions, orders, and in fulfilling and maintaining GPWA's respective federal and local mandates and regulatory compliance as needed to ensure the delivery of public power, water, and wastewater services and operations to the community of Guam and ratepayers. And whereas Joey's CCU tenure and leadership marshaled in an era of consistent management, a customer-centric, one-utility approach to certain GWA and GPA services and operations, generating savings and efficiencies through the use of technologies, shared assets, and resources, helped build anonymity to accord in strategic planning, prioritization, physically sound decision-making, ultimately enabling GPWA to attain milestones in their respective growth as autonomous agencies and guiding them through the most challenging period of infrastructure, renewal, and investment. And whereas the CCU and its staff, the GPWA family of employees, will surely miss the expertise, dedication, collegiality, and exemplary record of service that Joey has brought to his duties as commissioner and chairman, and are extremely grateful for Joey's personage, his words of encouragement, and tireless advocacy that have motivated and strengthened GPWA's human capacity towards efficiency and excellence. Now, be it therefore resolved, the Consolidated Commission on Utilities recognizes and commends the contributions that Joseph Joey T. Duenas has made to the people of Guam by his leadership and service on the Commission, extends congratulations to him on his retirement and best wishes in future endeavors. And resolved that Vice Chairman certified and the Board Secretary attest to the adoption of this resolution.
Will we take a vote on that?
Not yet.
Yeah, okay. All those in favor say aye. Aye. 3 aye votes.
Aye.
And one
Thank you, John.
Two. Okay, thank you very much. No, he has to sign it. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Miguel.
Thank you, Miguel. You're done?
Thank you, Miguel.
Okay, John B., you're up.
No GM.
No GM report.
Okay, Mr. Chair, I'll start with and end with the resolutions tonight. Start with GPA Resolution 2025-01. And that's relative to authorizing the solicitation of a performance management contract for the GPA combustion turbine power plant. Temis has been our performance management team since 2016, 10 years, about 10 years now, and ends in February 2026. So it takes about a year to go through this process. We are adding PD7, which is the other last combustion turbine, which was taken over after this performance management contract. Again, as noted in the work session, the setup for the contract, the amount of money required for the contract. But also there was a question that Commissioner Lintiaco asked, and we have provided that as an update to the resolution and its attachment. In terms of number of personnel for the combustion turbines, there are 14, and in terms of PD7, there are 4. So a total about 18 personnel. So the numbers have been updated to include the labor costs and all of that. So with that, Mr. Chair, I ask the Commission for your approval, and which will send this now to the PUC for their approval.
Okay, what was the number, John, real quick? What's the amount contract?
The amount was estimated for let me just get to that page here, Mr. Chair. The 2.4 fixed management fee, 2.6 for reimbursable O&M. These are the parts and materials and everything used for the combustion turbines, and then other CIPs. Cost could exceed or around $6 million over a 3-year base term. As we know, the combustion turbines are going to be kept. There was a plan earlier to try and retire some of these units. However, because of the growth that's happening on the island, we have to look at retaining these machines over at least the next 5 to 10 years. So we'll be doing more work to get them ready. They won't be operating as much and therefore not burning as much fuel because of the efficiency of the new Okudu power plant. But this is the way we get the machines repaired and operating.
Okay, motion?
Move to accept resolution number 1.
Second.
Second? Okay. Further discussion?
No.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. 4 aye votes and 1 excused. Next.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Resolution 2025-02, and that's to authorize management to award the property insurance contract. The contract actually had to be extended around 2 months as we get all the numbers in. And the 2-month extension is about 1.184766. The premium for the remaining 10 months, and that's to and the premium for the remaining, and that's up to the end of December. Then the premium for the remaining January 1st to October 31st in 2025 is 5.978600, for a total of about $7,163,366, which is lower than the previous year premium. And again, that's in an environment of rising insurance costs. Furthermore, it also includes cybersecurity coverage of about $3 million with a $250,000 deductible, and for a premium of about 107,000. John, was the premium for that?
Yes, about $107,000, but it's included in this.
Included already in the 5.978. There is, as requested by the Vice Chair, we are checking about the GWA, also cybersecurity vision. So that.
Motion to accept resolution FY 2025 number
A second.
Second, Commissioner Menchaca. Okay. Any further discussion?
Yeah, the only questions I have regarding the cybersecurity policy is like what is our obligation to ensure that that premium or that coverage would be effectuated? Are we in compliance with everything that the policy says we have to do in order to avail of any coverage?
Yes. So when we do this process, they give us an application what our security is and what kind of safeguards we have. Based on that, they'll provide the insurance. So we fill that out. They feel comfortable with our process, and they offer us as a rate. For GWA, their process is a little bit different from us. So we ask them to fill up these questionnaires, and once they're done, we'll give it to the London market and give us what policy they can provide us.
Okay.
Is there a motion, by the way?
Yeah.
Oh, it's already moved.
Already second.
Okay,
Yeah.
if there's no further discussion, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries with 4 aye votes and 1 excuse. John, what else do you have?
I believe you may have passed the FY.
Yeah,
the
we already
LEAC.
passed this one.
Okay,
This is the LEAC.
Passed it, yeah, it passed. Right, that's
This is
the,
LEAC.
that's you already passed it earlier, right? So next one is FY 2024-04, and that's related to authorizing management to extend the contract for the O&M of the GPA continuous emission monitoring system and RISE-MAC catalyst continuous parametric monitoring system. Again, the diesel units, the Tenjos, Menenguin, and Talafofo require, as part of his permit, to have the emissions monitored. It has catalytic converters in it, and so it has to be continuously monitored. We did go out for a bid, and unfortunately there's been delay in awarding that contract, which right now we're looking at awarding that by the end of the year. The current, we're just going through the final phases of it. So really this is like to extend the allowing the GM to go over his 1 million authority to extend it up to let me see, a total of here, let me just find the resolution, Mr. Chair. I'm sorry, I'm still in the LEAC. I think I like the LEAC. Here we go. Again, the total will end up be 1.278293.31. And that's for the period all the way through from fiscal year 2019 to 2025. But really, the extension is the difference between the 1 million authority that I have to the 1.278 that would allow us to go through up to December because of our requirement to continuously monitor this. We do a yes in USCPA, Guam EPA, USCPA.
Your motion?
Motion to accept resolution
2025. It should be 2025
Yeah.
-04.
Should be 2025. That's all for my apologies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Second.
Second, further discussion needed? No? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries with 4 aye votes, 1 excuse. Okay, John?
That's all I have, Mr. Chair.
That was a joint resolution. Was the last
That
one.
was already passed. We are having a tour around December 3rd, I think. One is tour. Ukudu's got
Unfortunately, I
oil.
can't make either day, but
There's
I'll do it later.
there's some plans that perhaps we could fire a first unit sometime in December. So that's good news. No?
That's great.
That's the beginning of the testing process.
Okay.
As early
we
as
have-
December.
earliest December. That's what I'm hearing.
Wasn't that programmed for March?
Yeah, February or March initially.
March, just moved up.
But again, they want to move it all up and get done, get their money, but so in case anything goes wrong, they have time to fix it.
To fix it, okay. We have one more item on the agenda that we kind of skipped over. That's the approval of minutes. For what date? Move to approve. Mr. Chair. October 22nd, 2024. Approval of minutes. Move to approve.
Second?
Second. Subject to correction. Any further discussion? None? Yep. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. 4 aye votes and 1 excuse.
Motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn is in order. Motion to adjourn, second? No, you don't want to adjourn? What?
This is your last one.
No, come on.
Mr. Chairman, it's been a pleasure.
Is this been a
Call for
pleasure?
the vote. Roll call.
All those who want to adjourn now.
Roll call. It's
Okay.
mandatory.
Commissioner Santos. Commissioner Martinez. Commissioner.
Aye.
And I. Okay.
Thank you
Where's
for
meetings adjourned?
25 years.